Genesis and Fans of Train 214. And boy, oh boy, dude, I have to admit, what do you think about the Amtrak 250 livery?
Okay, now because it's fine. Most people are complaining about why does most people are asking why Donald J. Trump has to put his name on it. And to be fair, I don't even care about what he does, and puts him everywhere. Just saying, the locomotive is okay. First off, the locomotive is fine. Okay,
right, I'm talking about the
politics aside.
dude. I'm talking about the Amtrak locomotive. You know?
I've seen the Acela.
Yeah, dude. Does it look good or what?
Yeah, that looks good.
Dude,
I've heard a lot of complaints though.
I know, but most of the complaints are about Union Pacific 250 locomotive. The people who are complaining about it are libtards. Am I right?
Right.
But dude, we still got 250 locomotives coming out left and right. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Dude, like, they're just letting them cook. Let it cook. Let it cook. Let it cook. Am I right?
Right. They're cooking a lot.
Dude, I think this year we're going to have the anniversary locomotive for the American birthday than we had back in third of 200. You know, I'm going to date it. I think we're going to have a whole bunch of them. Am I right? Because boy, it did getting crazy out there. So yeah. Oh, Genesis, you there? Uh-oh. Dude. But they let them locomotive cook left and right. Am I right?
Yeah, right.
And dude, there another short line that did it too. You know. I don't remember, but it is short line in Pennsylvania. They did made another 250 locomotive too. You know. Also, I found out why they had that one thing on that bingo card for the big boy. The big boy, dude, I did found it out. The big boy wanted the railroad you're going to go on is the Reddington and Northern and run with a Reddington T1. Dude, that gonna be the mayhem right there. That is gonna be the mayhem with the big boy on the Reddington and Northern with a Reddington T1. Oh boy. That dude. Imagine the amount of foaming from that, you know?
Yeah.
Like, just imagine it. Also, I do want to bring it up the boomers and NIMBYs, and I want to bring that up real clearly. The boomers and the NIMBYs right now, or technically the boomers, not the NIMBY, but the boomer and the airlines are trying to sneak that shitty bill in. You heard about it?
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ. They're literally trying to go after rail. You know, like, can they just freaking stop? Like, just give up already. Look, rail is making a comeback. You can't stop it. And the people out there who are trying to stop it, this is one thing I would say. Y'all are some of the really stupidest people out there thinking that cars are freedom when they're really not, you know? Am I right?
Absolutely right.
Dude.
Oh,
Also,
came across I CSX double track line somewhere in Shack, right? Double.
Also, the Florida East Coast blocked plan for Brightline Station in the Grupo Mexico fault, which, let me be honest, can we literally crack down and take the 40E coast from Grupo Mexico already? Can we just take it from them? Because they're right now trying to block plans for our train station that Brightline had planning to build, you know? Like, here the article. Like, let me just send, I just sent you the article, you should get it. But, this is ridiculous, you know?
Yeah.
Because, well, here it is. Oh, not an Outco, it is a U-23B. A baby U-boat.
That sucked. No Station Brom. George Stewart, I guess. Which sucked, by the way.
Dude, can we please take, and I'm going to say that, for the love of God, can we take the 40 East Coast away from Grupo Mexico? They're technically getting out of hand. Am I right?
Right.
Look, I love the 40 East Coast, but the new people who are running it, they're destroying it. They're ruining that railroad, you know? Oh, by the way, Genesis, look at this locomotive. That looked good. Like, man, we're eating good this year on locomotives, you know?
Yeah, we're gonna get some good locomotives. We're gonna get some good paint.
I know. That's the team that I'm excited for, because let me be honest. Like, just let it cook, you know?
Yeah.
Because we're just cooking left and right with 250s and all that. Like, you get what I'm saying, do you?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Like, the fact that they cook with it, like, like, it's just so good. And it blows my mind that we're having it good this year.
Yeah, David, what kind of scares me the most about some things I'm concerned about the next, especially those who are in college, though.
Oh, I know.
Like, about 58% thinks that violence would actually change something, which is ridiculous. They're resorting to political violence now to get Gen Z's way on.
Dude, that's not good. It's not good.
That is not good, bro.
Look.
The next thing I see is, listen, the next thing I see, they might go after us, or they might go after you, they might go after someone moderate, which kind of concerns me.
Oh, I know. That's the worrisome part. Also, Genesis, I've got our fur funny meme of the stream. Like, hold on, let me flip the camera around for y'all can see this. Some random dude for no reason. That'll be a good one for it, but let me just say it does concern me. But, you know, people are going to learn the hard way, you know? Let them learn, you know? Let them learn and let their ignorance get the best of them.
Yeah, but what I don't like about it is that there might be a lot of Luigi Mangione there, which scares me.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know, today is Mother's Day.
Yeah, today's Mother's Day.
Dude, I actually already got my mom gift, and I already gave it to her right before I left for work, you know? That
Well, our like next week, right? Or this?
it Mother Day is
It's about.
day.
Well, for us in the Dominican Republic, it's like 50 more days.
Oh, do you all celebrate Mother Day differently? Huh. Like,
Sunday. It's the last Sunday of May 30th, right?
mm-hmm. Well, Mother Day.
Honestly, different days. The thing is that we have different days. In some countries, you guys celebrate the same day. In other countries,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
yeah.
But dude, it did crazy when you did think about the stuff that is going on.
And like, huh?
It really crazy. It is really crazy. Oh, dude, what would you do if it was an actual team? Like, look at it. Look what I just sent you. What would you do if it was real? Like, look at that. Like, Genesis. Do you see what I? Dude.
If that were real, I would have collected that thing.
Dude, I would too. Like, I would be collecting though. I would probably have $800 in credit card debt. I had to do the Family Guy meme, you know.
And a Hot Wheel. I remember buying a Hot Wheels car with just $1.
Oh, I know.
Remember that, though.
Dude, I remember when a Hot Wheel was, what, 50 cents in the early 2000s.
Oh, God. Tell me about it.
Dude, like, Jesus Christ, you could buy a whole pack of Hot Wheels for 50 cents.
Dude, I used to collect them all. One of my favorite Hot Wheelers is a red stock car that's like a race car from...
Oh, I know. Oh, oh, Genesis, you're going to laugh your ass off at this. You're going to laugh your ass off at this. Look, hold it. Let me flip it.
Favorite ball vehicle, a B&O. Oh, those are ball wins.
Yep, get it. That a good one, ain't it?
Those are ball games. There's ball.
It's funny. Am I right?
Yeah.
But
about the UK, they just got the current party, the current political party that held power.
Oh, I know, dude. The party that holds power in the United Kingdom is losing power now. You know, can you believe that?
Yeah, that was big, dude.
Dude.
What's worse is that the Toomey party, it was the third party that...
Dude.
It was the third party.
And, dude, it's crazy that the third party actually won that. Can you believe that?
That's crazy, dude. Listen, if they got rid of the electoral college, and then somehow, some way, a third party got it back, that's crazy.
Dude, that will be crazy. Dude, I think third parties are the future, and I think it might be crazy, but I think in our lifetime, we will probably have a third party win the election.
Yeah, we'll probably have a party.
That day is going to come. That day is going to come. Like, it happened before. Like, it happened over 100 years ago, a long time ago, you know?
Now, back then, the Republicans were the third party.
Mm-hmm.
Not so much anymore.
I know.
Like, the last time a third party went into power was like in 1860 when the Republicans took over. Dude, there was a two-party system back then. called the main parties were the Whigs and the Democrats.
Oh, I know. Oh, dude, you got to see this. Hold on, let me send it to you. Read this.
Three club fighting Becky. Oh no!
Oh, I got you good, didn't I?
Oh no!
Dude, that
went down the gutter, man.
dude,
Holy
dude, that curse, ain't it?
yeah! Oh my gosh! I think someone back who likes to draw not so safe for work stuff would actually read that and go, that would be
Oh,
a perfect time.
dude, I'm going to say that a lot of foamers are going to be pissed about this one. Read the article.
Proposed FAA could lead to restrictions on true flight on railroad?
Yep.
Why?
Stupidity and all that. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
Which couldn't be rail operations around wait, what are you how does the FAA would affect railroads? That's my question. I mean, the FAA could fly over, could actually
I know.
rule over air traffic, but not rail. Wow. The FRA stuff was out.
Oh, dude. Also, we got some good news on this. Look at it. We got another OG, like an OG steam engine that have done the 200th anniversary. Look at it. Read the article.
Finish line in sight for 250th restoration. ASR keeps momentum going despite cancellation of the Freedom Train tour.
Dude.
And they canceled it?
Yep, they canceled it. Dude, you can guarantee Genesis.
It would be perfect for this 250th anniversary. Until the country becomes 300 years, which is like
50 years away.
Even another 50 years.
Dude, can I tell you why they canceled it?
Why?
Liberals. Dude, the liberals, they didn't need to be on it. They didn't need to admit that they hate the U.S. and didn't leave the country. That's what they didn't need to do. Just admit it already that you hate the country and you want it to burn. And then to get the hell out of here. Am I right?
Right. Here's the thing about these types of liberals. They like tax the rich. But in reality, they're not going to tax the rich at this point. Here's the thing. For most people who took financial flag, the rich doesn't register on their name. They don't register. They register nothing on their name.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, they have a trust fund. That's what they use. The rich use trust funds instead. The IRS, and what the IRS doesn't track trust tracks thing on your name. They track name.
Yep.
If you have a bank account, if you have something on your name, let's say they'll tax you for that. If you have an income on your name, they'll tax you for that. So at this point.
At this point, it's just getting ridiculous. At this point.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that, got two interesting rail articles. You got to read this.
Yeah.
We got.
That is to build new rail line connecting gold.
Dude, this is cool. We have not had a railroad built for gold mining in over almost 150 years. Can you believe that?
That's crazy.
Considering
we had a gold we had railroad similar to that too, way back in the Dominican Republic.
Mm-hmm.
We still have that gold, though.
I know.
Despite the railroad out of gun, it's only business.
Ooh, and speaking of that CXX kind of screwed up the cargo. Read the article above it.
Let's see. Cargo's clearing hard seats jumping 12 times CSX.
Dude, like, come on, CXX, like, come on, you've been doing good for the last couple of years and you pull crap like this. Am I right?
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
That would,
whatever they're doing, that's a stupid move, considering.
Dude, did some of that.
That's a stupid move.
I know, did some of that Norfolk Southern or Union Pacific was done. Am I right? Like,
Right.
Norfolk Southern and.
That's rare L for CSX. That's the first L that I had for like a while.
I know, like, when I seen that, I said, holy cow. This is the first time in a long time CXX had an L like that. Am I right?
Right.
But it really got me worried because.
Of course, it's got to produce. You know, they're trying to establish a college company at this point.
Dude.
The fact that they did a CEO that was doing its job.
The fact that they.
Makes me pissed off, man.
The fact that they fired a CEO. Oh, and let me be honest. The fact that they fired a CEO who was actually doing his job. It's just beyond crazy, you know? And like, here's the thing. At Core Energy, they. Let me be honest. Throw half of those fuckers in jail. Just throw half of them in jail. The moment we throw half of them fuckers who work for Ancora in jail, it's the big thing that we can do, you know? Like, Ancora, it really, really, really a problematic thing, you know? Like, let me be honest. And the fact is, they were out of control. Am I right, Genesis?
Right.
Like, this company is out of control, and it did literally destroying businesses left and right for greed and all that.
Right.
That, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean, man.
And how in the hell are we allowing this? Like, the fact is, we're literally allowing them to get away with stuff like this. Am I right?
Right.
Like, seriously, this company is literally destroying American rail industry over greed and all that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, Jane is, I'm glad we have a lot of short lines that are just exploding left and right. You know, I'm glad for it. Like, that Jane, like, we need a big insurge of rail. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, and that's Jane. Like, seriously. It's something that we need to start focusing on. Because if we don't start, and let me be honest, if we don't start doing this, and I'm going to be honest about this, if we don't start focusing on this, it's going to be bad news, you know? Like, literally. Like, we're right now already in a stock market crash as it is. We're already in a depression. What more do we need, you know? Am I right? And thing is that Like, literally, like, don't get me wrong, short lines are actually doing good. Like, we're literally watching short line actually do pretty good in a way. Am I right?
Also, we gotta look out for another pandemic again.
Oh, don't tell me. I already know.
Yeah.
Dude, it's bad enough that this stuff happened. Like, we don't need another pandemic. Like,
What else? What else? Just to complete the reset that they're trying to push. Now let's be honest. Let's be real here. Gen Z does not like the Great Reset.
dude,
At all.
let them do it again, and this time they're going to have people riot it. Let them do it again. They're not going to like the outcome, you know?
Yeah, they're not going to like the outcome. Let's not forget, there's a lot of subscription services. First we can't own a car because of a freaking subscription service.
Dude,
we can't own a house. We can't own the TV because it's subscription. Because of a subscription service.
Dude, what?
Now Microsoft, he wants to install an operating system, but that operating system belongs to that computer. When I install that operating system, the computer is now Microsoft.
Dude.
The computer is now belongs to the manufacturer.
Dude.
Are you kidding me?
Dude, watch what's going to happen. The outcome they're going to get is not going to be pretty. And I'm going to say that. They think they're going to get an outcome that they're going to be happy with. No. They're really putting for an outcome that will doom them all. Am I right?
I mean, no wonder why people have. This is not capitalism.
Did not.
Oh, nothing can help me happy. That's not capitalism.
That's not capitalism.
That's not capitalism. It's social point.
Like,
with steroids.
I know, and let me be honest. I'm going to say that anybody who have those ideals should be charged with treason and hung publicly. Should be. Look, if you say, oh, you're going to be happy, you're going to own up and you're going to be happy for it, well, because you say that, you're going to be charged with treason and hung at the guillotine for the public to make you look like an example on why we don't want people like you. Am I right? That's what we need to do, you know?
Yeah.
That thing is that at a point we're going to have to use violence, you know? I don't agree with it, but there's going to be a point where that's going to happen. And trust me when I say it. Say people are not going to like the outcome, you know? They're not going to like the outcome. And that I'm serious about. Like, the outcome they think they're going to get, they're not going to like it. And it's going to be messy, Genesis. Like, let me be honest. That outcome that they are wanting is going to be super messy. And then they're trying to take, privacy away from our cars. You heard about that?
Yeah, the federal government is putting a kill switch inside the vehicle.
Genesis, can I be honest? I seen it a mile away. For anybody who accused me of being a liberal when I'm not, here's fun thing. And when I say, oh, your car not freedom, I was not fucking joking about that. That I was not joking about because I seen it, and I literally seen it going to happen a mile away. It was eventually going to happen, and it was going to be messy. And now that they're trying, look, the bill already been signed into law. It's been signed into law for 3 to 4 years now. And now they're finding out. Like, I seen it a mile away. In your team, all you have to do is control people, destroy transit, trick people into thinking cars are freedom, Make it the only option, and then boom, you got people having to rely on metal cages to get around to and from work. That they think, oh, independent, I can drive wherever I want. No, am I right?
Yeah. Last but not least, another killing is getting kill switches in your trying to get kill switches in your car. They can turn off your car whenever they feel like.
Dude, I know. Dude, the outcome, like, let me just say this. The outcome they think they're going to get, they're really not going to get it. That outcome is not going to be pretty. Like, I'm not even making it up. They think they're going to get an outcome that, people are just going to put up with. No. Let me tell you what's going to happen. People are going to push back. People are going to snap and start rioting left and right. Then we're going to have a revolution. And let me be honest, the first people who are going to go, if they're big enough, are the liberals. The liberals are not going to like it because they think, oh, we want to start a civil war. All right, you're going to lose this war like you did the last one,
Yeah. Okay, speaking of the Civil War, the Republicans they got rid of Section 2 of the voting right, and they're redrawing the district.
Oh, you want here, team, because that act was unconstitutional. Am I right?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It was a race-based. They were doing race-based district.
And here, team, they tricked everybody into thinking that was freedom and all that. The fact that they literally tricked everybody into thinking that was freedom and think that it would give equal right and equality, literally, the biggest pawn in American history. Like, like, let me be honest. That was the biggest trick right there. And your team, the fact that happened, it did crazy. Did real crazy in a way. Because
honestly, yeah. With that effect, all the Republican states are redrawing this, especially the South. Again, News called the South the Confederate state. We're not in the 60s at this point.
Dude. And then he want the people he want white people to pay reparation, which is retarded. Look, I'm not fully white. I'm mixed. I'm Blackfoot and Cherokee Indian, and I'm mixed with German, Irish, Dutch, Italian, and a lot of other stuff. But I will just say it. That is some of the retarded. It comes from someone who's autistic. So yeah, I have a right to say the word. One of the most retardedest things that I have ever heard. Look, California, a stupid state now. Also, I got them good news for Brightline. I did.
All right.
Like, read this one. Like, oof.
Oh, so I guess. Oh.
Dude.
Oh, that's good.
That good news. That is some real good news.
I mean, looking at Bright, they're dealing with a lot of stuff. The bankruptcy,
Dude, Can I be honest about that bankruptcy? I think all that is set up by the airline and by Grupo Mexico and all that. Let me be honest. I think Grupo Mexico is being sneaky, and the airline, because your team for over a decade now, the airline been trying to kill the railroad since it formed.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Right.
But it's just super crazy. Also, I think Brightline might be filing a lawsuit against a couple of groups with pleas. Like, here's the article. Like, you gotta read this.
Brightline finances create substantial doubt about companies.
Dude, to be honest,
About companies.
what I think Brightline is going to do, I think he's going to sue some of the people who are trying to screw them over, you know?
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. About that, I think Bright asked for a government subsidy. More like, we had never seen a government. We have never seen a federal government giving subsidy to railroads since the 1950s.
Since the 1950s. And did it before the Interstate Act. You know?
Yeah. I think the government should change. I think the United States, I think the federal government should step in, give Brightline some subsidy at this point.
Mm-hmm. I agree. And also, let me be honest, I think what we need to start doing is crack it down on the monopoly of what airlines are doing. I think.
Oh, and don't forget, we know that there are a lot of people in Washington, D.C. that are supporting the airline.
Dude.
There are politicians out there that are supporting the airline, that are paid by the airline lobby.
Dude. And big automotive lobby. Let me be honest. The moment we start going after them, because let me be honest, some of the stuff that they do should be illegal. Am I right?
Right.
Like,
honestly, we need a tight lobby to counter pro. We need tight lobby. We need to establish a tight lobby group against auto and the airline.
yeah, we do.
Gotta say.
That thing, we need to, we need to crack down on big automotive. Like, here, Dane, like, big automotive, we need to crack down on them. We also need to crack down on, aviation,
To trust bust them is what Theodore Roosevelt would say.
Here, Dane, the moment we start trust busting the airline, they're going to panic. Because they literally got out of hand,
Yeah. Speaking of the airline, JetBlue is. I heard that they're bankruptcy, but they're saying that it's too early for that.
Oh, dude,
I'm not sure about
are they going to be the next airline to go bankrupt?
I'm sure. EO said that they're not gonna be the next airline to be bankrupt, which is gonna suck considering Brightline's partnership with them.
Oh, ooh, yeah, that would be bad.
Yeah, JetBlue.
Yeah.
We're not sure if JetBlue is gonna be bankrupt within years.
What's your YouTube on Twitch? Are you on Twitch?
YouTube.
Oh, YouTube? What's your YouTube?
David Mitchell. Hey, Genesis, 1 minute. We got people who are curious in the live stream.
Okay, exactly.
But I'm right. But Genesis, this is the one thing I will say. Like, if I were Brightline right now, and this is the one thing I would say with Brightline, they need to crack down on, going after and.
Right here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
look. But Genesis.
hey, y'all. Wait, how long you been doing stream?
For a couple of years.
For a couple years? I want to start too. I'm going to go on Twitch.
But been doing it. But hold on. I'm right now trying to talk about the stuff.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's alright. That's alright. But Genesis, the one thing I want to talk about is that we're right now watching like the airline, big automotive, and the boomers. Which, let me be honest, the boomers and stuff, they're literally going after rail and all stuff we need to start fighting for. Because here, see, big automotive, they don't care about transit. They don't want to have in transit. That way they can keep it in cars. The airline, they don't want high-speed rail or inner-city trains in the country because that would be money that they lose. Am I right?
Right.
And the proof been there for the last 50, 70 years between the, exactly to be more exact, the last 70 years, you know? We've been,
yeah.
because here, Teen, everybody said, like, and did the big lie, I always laugh at the big lie right here, is that everybody always say, in the 50s through the 70s, the popularity of the car and the plane took the riders away from the trains, which is absolutely BS, not true. And there are reason why. That reason why is because of big automotive and their lobbyists, and aviation and the lobbyists. Am I right, Genesis?
Right.
Because let me just say this. Because here, team, if with truth the popularity of car and plane took the riders away from trains, you would have already seen that before the 50s. Am I right? You would have seen that. You would have seen that in the 10, 20, 30s. So make that make sense with the car. And with the plane been around before World War II. Make that make sense.
Yeah.
Am I right, Genesis?
Right.
The fact is that the airline and big automotive knew that they could not compete with rail properly. They knew that they could not compete with it and take money. So they had to play the dirty game. They had to play the dirty game by getting into government. By a lot of the big agencies like the ICC, Interstate Commerce Commission, and all of that. They had to do it that way before they could be able to do a lot of sneaky stuff. Am I right?
Right.
Because here's the thing. If they were doing stuff properly, then why in the hell, and I'm going to say that, why in the hell do they think that cars and planes are superior when they were always struggling from the time that they started being built until the government got involved in 1956? Make that make sense. For over, exactly, because here, team, by 1933, cars were already 70 years old by 1933. They were already, by the time the Interstate Act was put into law in 1956, they were already 74 years old. So make that make sense. Make it make sense. Am I right, Genesis?
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
The fact is that they used the lobbyists to screw over passenger rail with, let me be honest, that is one of the hideous, evil things you could do. And you used an agency to restrict railroads where they could not compete with road or air with, let me be honest, that's super evil in itself. That is real evil. Because here, team, the ICC or the Interstate Commerce Commission, if they were actually run by people who did not work for big automotive or all that, they would say, hey, yeah, the industry is changing. The railroad, we need to not be restricted with the railroad because of the road and aviation. Because if it were run by the actual people, they would realize, all right, we need to unrestrict the railroad where they could be able to compete with road or air. But that never happened. Am I right? Like, it never happened in a way. And that team. Like, am I right about that, Genesis? Because here, team, that one of the reasons why, because big automotive, the aviation, like with the big airline, they already had that AC hijacked in the 1930, and by the time the government realized it, was by 1956, not 1956, but 1996 or 1995, because 1995, the year that they disbanded the ICC or the Energy Commerce Commission, because after that it no longer existed. There were a reason why. Because the agency was hijacked and too corrupt because of how it was hijacked. Am I right, Genesis?
Yeah, you're right.
And Jane is that after that you had FRA, you know, was formed in 1996, 1 year afterwards. But when you did think about it, yeah. Big automotive, they did destroy the country with their greed. Like, it makes sense, doesn't it, Genesis?
That does make sense. It does make sense.
Because here, team, like, they literally hijacked our rail system. They destroyed it, destroyed our small towns, our walkable city, our transit-oriented infrastructure, ran it into the ground, made our public transit almost impossible to use, to shitty enough where people are forced to buy a car if they want to be able to live, which, how in the hell is that still allowed to happen, you know?
Yeah.
Because, look, if I were the president right now, the first two teams I would go after, it, you know, crack it down on crime. Like, I would go after cracking down on crime first. Like, you know, seriously punishing offenders and all that, you know? Because they need to be, because we can't be soft. Am I right about that, Genesis?
That's right.
The second thing I would do is start investing in transit, public transit, high-speed rail, inner-city trains, and commuter rail. I would invest in all of that. Saying, look here, our country is going into a center. We need to start cracking down on criminals. We need to try to crack it down to them. Start sending illegal immigrants back to their countries. We need to crack down on that. That because, one, those two are the same, you know? We also need to start investing in public transit because here, team, stuff don't do good if you can't invest in proper transit and stuff. Am I right?
Right.
And in a known fact, am I right? Because
Yeah.
in effect, am I right about that?
Absolutely right.
Ugh. Dude, you know what's funny? I have some artwork that I'm selling, and we still waiting on the buyer to message me. They're supposed to message me around 12. So, I probably won't get that until probably the early mornings, would go figure. But, it is just so annoying that we have...
Would Doom Guys survive?
Oop, 1 minute. Sorry, I need to check comment on YouTube. But the thing is that we need to invest in proper infrastructure. We need to invest in safe infrastructure. We need to crack down on serious crime. Because here's the thing. We are not going... Oh, shout out to a friend of mine. Because we are not going to get everything fixed if we are soft on crime. Because here, team, there are reasons why people don't want to use public transit because it's not safe right now. Only way we can make public transit safe is that we need to crack down on criminal. We need to make committing crime on public transit a serious crime again. Because here, team, just like Dimitri had said, you remember when Dimitri said the only thing that his mother-in-law had to worry about back in her day was, you know, Italian guys with bad breath. Am I right? Like, that's the only thing they had to worry about back then. Italian guys with bad breath. And now, look at everything. Like, and look what happened in North Carolina. That poor girl did not deserve what happened to her, you know? Like, am I right? Like, it's super crazy. Like, it is super crazy. Am I right, Genesis? Genesis, you there?
There.
Dude, yeah, dude. Are you playing a game again? Dude, always. It'll run a gag with you on your live stream now of you playing games while we're live.
Alright. By the way.
But, Jameson, am I right?
Yes.
Like, I do believe in public transit is good. It is good. It's just that we need to make it safe. And the problem with that, we don't know how to punish bad people. We don't know how to punish bad people like we used to. And that a big problem. Am I right about that? Because but Genesis, am I right about that, man? We don't know how to punish serious offenders and all that, and serious crime. But I will tell you this, at least we're not the United Kingdom. At least we're not them.
Yeah.
I better get my eyes bleached before I head there, you know? But let me just say, it's crazy. I'm going to say it. It's crazy that a third party won, you know?
Yeah, crazy.
And here at Teen, a lot of you liberals are freaking out about the third party, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, well, that's what you get for allowing pedophile pervert to come into your country, violating your kids and all that. That and trying to force you into their religion and to hurting people who have other religions. That's what you get, you know? Am I right?
Right.
Also, I'm going to show the meme again. Just give me a minute, but
Alright.
but I'm just going to do it. Anybody? I'm going to say it. Oh, come on. Anybody up for the bacon spray? Anybody up for the bacon spray? For anybody who don't know what that mean it for a certain religion, bacon they don't like. I'm not bringing that religion up, but their prophet is also a pedophile. So, for people who know what I'm talking about, you know. Am I right, Genesis?
Right.
But, dude, only we have some good rail news and all that. That I'll just say this. Hearing bad rail news after bad rail news is getting tiresome, you know?
Yeah, it's getting tiresome.
Because here, Jane, yes, I'm going to say that we are in a mixture between a dark age and a golden age for rail. We're in the middle of both.
We're in the middle of the pack, as says.
Mm-hmm. Like, literally, we are in the middle of both. The thing we need to do is keep on helping get closer to the golden age, and anybody who want to put it in a dark age for rail, we need to start really putting them in their place. Am I right, Genesis?
Right.
Because
Listen, here's what I'm gonna say. I wish Demetrius were here. We need to start local in order to bring, especially when it comes to high speed, especially when it comes to public transit.
mm-hmm. And that's the thing. If we can do that, we can actually do a big comeback. Also, SEPTA had a bad week. You heard what happened?
What?
About that investigating about that train on the Northtown line crashing through the end of the line.
No, never heard of it.
Ooh. But it's crazy. Also, we got the more rail news. And good news right here, which I'm going to send. But my thing is that we're right now between a mixture between a dark age and a golden age. We're teetering on both.
Yeah.
And we just got to be resilient and all of that, if you get what I mean. Also, here are our last train article of the night. Excuse me. Sorry, guys.
East Penn
Rewards.
I am the Genesee in Wyoming.
Mm-hmm. Dude, the short line and regional that got a reward, you know? Ain't that crazy? And and the East Penn Railway LLC, you know? Genesee, Wyoming, Rio Grande Pacific, and Omnitrax, which there are a ton of interesting stuff right there, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I know what. Let's do Uncorn. Let me find one more short line article because I want to end it on a good bang, But it's just super crazy. Am I right, Genesis?
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. We are really in a mixture between a golden age and a dark age. Like, don't get me wrong on that. Don't get me wrong, Like, stuff is rough right now, as it is. But I would say this. That some could be worse, Am I right?
Yeah.
Could be, like the like, it could be that, but, but at least it not, Like, seriously, in a way. But, well, I think you should find some, for the last article, some rail news here in South Carolina, Like, get South Carolina rail news. Like, seriously. But it's just crazy thinking about it, Like, there are some really, really crazy stuff that be going on, and let me be honest. Alright, we having a ton of good rail news, but also a ton of bad rail news.
Yeah.
But there are not any rail news for South Carolina, so I'm just going to talk about it again. Palmetto Rail. Palmetto Rail actually did the impossible, and for people who don't know, I've been talking about it for a couple of weeks. They bought the old railroad up there in, Walterboro, that was abandoned for over 12, 14 years. Last train on it was 2012. So technically 14 years ago. They are right now rebuilding the line. They're going to add like spurs, industrial tracks, all that in for a lot of customers because they're planning to build a steel mill and a couple of paper mills on the line because a lot of the stuff, all the paper mills and stuff are being forced from the coast inland. I don't agree with what is going on with that because I have talked about it before. Am I right, Genesis?
Yeah.
But it's a good thing that the railroad is getting resurrected. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
And that's something I'm actually excited and happy for because one, it's something that needed to happen for years. And let me just say this. Stuff like this is good. It is good for the American economy. It is good for rail industry and all that. Hell, if I think about it, if Georgetown decided to keep the railroad line in Fairtown, there are a couple of stuff they could do to actually improve a ton of stuff. Like if they do get rid of the paper mill, they turn it into like a transload facility and all that. Because you're going to have a ton of trucking in that area. And I did think keeping that off of 17 with the main thoroughfare in that area, because here's a team. Even though that's a vital road from Charlton to Myrtle Beach, my thing is that the thing that worries me, if there are two areas where that not interchange, but highway can be taken out, and it could be bad. And trust me when I say it. I done looked at the areas. As a Charleston native, and someone who actually lived and grew up here, I know I am technically, a country person, born and raised in the country. And my thing is that, yeah, I'm pro rail. I do like trains, but I'm not doing it because I like trains. I'm doing this because, one, I know it would benefit a ton of people, improve the economy, make stuff better for people. Because let me just say this, our country been in a rough state for the last couple of years, and we need to start focusing on getting everything better. Because if we don't do this, nothing good will happen. So technically, the complete opposite would happen. Stuff that we don't want to happen will happen. That for sure. And with me being pro rail and all that, I would have to say it's stuff we need to focus on. So yeah. Well, hopefully, if I get a message from that buyer, I'll tell him to send me the money by PayPal and Cash App later on. But it did real crazy. Am I right, Genesis?
Right.
But before we do call it, what do you think about the big boy going to Pennsylvania?
I feel like it's historic.
It's historic. I want to do this so bad, but I already know I probably won't. It's like that part of history that I want to go to so bad, And
video.
I already accept because I already accepted it because of how broke I am, and because I have stuff to prioritize that I probably won't be able to see this. But I will just say that the crazy crap that is going to happen when the big boy in Pennsylvania, good God, that is going to be crazy. Heck, the last big thing with a Union Pacific big train on the East Coast that happened was, the Challenger back in the 1990 on the Crenchfield. Have you ever heard about that?
Yeah.
About that Union Pacific look, the Challenger macerating at, because the Crenchfield did have Challengers. Fun fact: back the Crenchfield Railroad, the predecessor to CSX, one of the predecessors, had Challenger locomotives on their railroad. Back in the day, they had their own Challengers. I'll be honest, none of them survived. If I'm right, probably one did. Ended up at Union Pacific. Then probably got scrapped. I need to get back up to date with all that. But back in the 90s, with the Santa train and all that, they had the Challenger masquerading as a Crenchfield Challenger, which, to be honest, didn't imagine having the big boy do that, or with yet the Challenger coming back, didn't imagine the Challenger doing that again in this day and age. Didn't imagine the Challenger do that in this day and age. Jesus Christ, the meme that will come out of that will be fantastic. But the photos,
Yeah.
But yeah, it did crazy. Am I right, Genesis?
Right.
Hey, and by the way, don't get me wrong. I got you good today with that one meme, didn't I?
Yeah. Very good.
With the furry meme, that was real funny, wasn't it?
Yeah. No. The Matrix company are going to be like, yo, what?
Dude. Oh, also, the meme of the live stream, and did one that Pinty fan posted on for the Pinty article, but it's too good not to skip up on,
Everyone knew them because. Oh yeah, Pan Am, man.
Everybody knows them because of this.
I wish you could bring back Pan Am.
Dude, you want to know something crazy? When I was rail fanning last year, back in 2025, I caught a Pan Am unit. I literally caught a Pan Am FD40. That too. On a CSX manifest. And that was M409. I literally caught. For people who don't know, and did before something I did last year when I was rail fanning, I never knew it was on that train. Right an hour before sundown, I caught a Pan Am unit. Like, Fallen Flag Railroad on it with that was a jackpot catch. I know for a fact that would never happen again. But back in my HD day, I also caught another rare locomotive that I would probably never catch again. That went back up north after it was repainted in CSX colors in a meetup with, let me be honest, that was back almost 3 years ago, and that was a jackpot catch. Man, I need to talk about my jackpot catches a lot more, Like the random catches, like from when I was rail fanning and the random trains I caught and all that. I need to bring those up, Because those things are really crazy. But yeah. But it is almost 10:20 and about to call it in just a minute, but it's been a crazy time. Am I right, Genesis?
Right.
But I will just say this. I hope everybody enjoyed the live stream and all the crazy hijinks we did talked about and all that. I hope everybody enjoyed the video because we would really knock it out of the ballpark tonight. Am I right?
Exactly.
And I hope everybody enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you guys later. Peace. And hasta la vista. Bye, guys.